deep into the belly. Rattles in your bed. And rattles. So knock your knees together. Pay attention to, so it's yogic breath, which is when you inhale, it's almost as if you don't have lungs. So you'll draw the breath, the inhale down into the belly. So you feel that hand lift. And then the side of the ribs, the top of the chest lifts. And then on the exhale, you're drawing the navel towards your spine and almost up under your rib cage. So you'll feel that diaphragm squeezing, chest sinking. So a couple more breaths, getting used to that. It's like a wave. And in yoga, we breathe through the nostrils and keep the mouth closed. But obviously, if you feel the need to open your mouth, that's fine. But it just brings more awareness, makes us more mindful of the breath rather than gulping. And it helps to stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system. So that's the rest and digest rather than the sympathetic nervous system, which is fight or flight, that level of stress. Okay, then on the next exhalation, bring your feet together, roll to the side, and come onto your front sphinx pose. Open your eyes. Good morning. So I'm going to take it a little bit slower today, just so the new people can get used to the way I cue poses, etc. So elbows are under shoulders, forearms are parallel, press the hands down. Cobra legs, so that means press the tops of the feet down and you're rolling your thighs under you, so you feel your knees are pointing downwards rather than rolling out. So as you press the feet, tops of the feet down, the kneecaps will lift, press your pubic bone down, press your forearms down, lift your chest, draw your chest between your arms. So you'll feel your core stretching, the back body's working. Draw your shoulder blades down towards your waist and then tilt the chin down a little so your neck is long. Okay, roll onto the back again. So straighten the right leg, but keep it active. So flex the foot so the ankle is bent, toes pointing up to the ceiling. And again, you'll roll that thigh so the knee and foot are pointing directly up. Then lift the left leg, take your hands behind the left thigh, push through the heel, like you're stamping on the ceiling. Then inhale, lift your head and shoulders. So really draw the navel in. Little hamstring stretch, waking the core up. Slide your hands up towards your shin. So it's okay if the knee needs to be bent. We're just trying to gently work through the hamstrings. So don't force anything. If there's any pain at the ends of the muscles, which is near the joints, then this is a big no. You want to take the pressure off a little. So elbows out to the side, so use your core rather than just hanging on your arms. And then next exhale, bend the knee, lower the head down, left foot to the mat. Straighten the left leg, flex at the ankles, so back of the thigh pressing down towards the mat. Straighten the right leg, push up the foot towards the ceiling, hold the back of the hamstring, squeeze your core, inhale, knee coming towards nose, so shoulders off the mat. Take the arms out to the side a little, slide your hands up to your calf. So active through both feet, pushing towards the wall and the ceiling at the same time. Squeeze your core, keep the breath coming in evenly. Next, exhale, bend that knee, lower the head, straighten the legs. Then you're going to bend the right knee, roll, so take the left hand to the outside of the right knee, bring the right hand out to the side, palm down, and just roll that knee over. So you're rolling onto the outside of the left thigh, trying to look towards the right, trying to anchor the right shoulder down. So if your knee's further up, to be able to keep the shoulder down, that's fine. We're just trying to find this twist through the core. Your shoulders, rib cage might be a little bit tighter. And if the neck doesn't feel good like that, you can just look straight up to the ceiling and then inhale. Roll back the hips back down, both feet on the floor, straighten the right leg, right hand to the outside of the left knee, left hand, left arm out beside you, hand down, inhale, and as you exhale, draw that knee over. Turn the head to the left, anchor the left shoulder down. So just finding where your edge is. You have this Sanskrit word ahimsa, which means non-self-harming. So look after yourself, you know your body, I can't see you. Okay, then rolling back. Hug the knees in a little. So feel the lower back pressing into the mat, little rock there, massaging, draw little circles with the knees. And the other way. And then lift your head towards your knees, start to rock. This is your core. If you can rock up into your shoulders and then crossing legs, come to sit. Just a moment, just checking who we've got. I think everyone's in. Yeah, good. Good morning, Tanya and Tori. Okay, from here, and actually to the new members, I normally have 3 bits, or 4. One is bits of equipment. So one obviously is a mat of some form. Best that it's a sticky yoga mat rather than a padded gym mat. I have a towel, which is for sore knee. I'm on carpet, which helps my knees, but maybe you're on a hard floor. So that helps to sit on, etc. I've got a yoga block, which doesn't cost a lot. If you're going to stick with yoga, it's really essential to help you access certain poses, but otherwise a firm book or cushion. And I have a yoga strap. So if you had a dressing gown cord or a belt or something, we don't use that too often, but it's useful. So when you come to sit, what may happen if your hamstrings are too tight, weak through the core, that your lower back in particular will round. You find it hard to sit, maybe the hips are too tight. So the block or the towel help. You can roll them up, sit up on it, but rather than just sitting fully on it, you bring your hips to the edge, almost so you'll feel you roll the hips forward. So the hips will start to roll forward, which then helps you sit more straight through the spine. Squeeze the core, lift up your pelvic floor, Mula Bandha, pelvic lock, and then relax your shoulders. So rather than just pulling shoulders away from ears, if you were to shrug up, roll the shoulders back, draw the shoulder blades down so they're really connecting with the rib cage, and then draw your chin back slightly so the head isn't protruding. So you lift up through the crown of the head, press down through the sitting bones. Bear with me today, everyone. I'm just checking everyone has the right alignment. Okay, then from here, we're going to do shoulder stretch. So take your arms wide. Eagle arms, Gomukhasana. Arms go wide. Lift up through the core, chest lifts. Cross left over right, bend at the elbows, and then pretzel twiddle till your palms come together. If they don't, then just press the forearms towards each other. And then you want to lift the elbows up to shoulder height. Keep squeezing into the palms and the elbows. And then lower your chin, draw it towards your chest. Relax the thighs, keep the lift through the core, feel that lovely shoulder stretch. Inhale and take the arms wide, exhale. Then the next inhalation, you're going to take the arms the other way. So now the left arm goes under. Press the palms or the backs of the hands towards each other, lift the elbows up, tilt the chin down, feel the shoulder blades spread. Inhale, release the arms. Exhale, come into tabletop, which is hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Make sure your hands are placed well. So whenever we're putting weight through the hands to protect the wrists, you want the index finger pointing forward and then spread the thumb and the fingers from that. Pressing evenly through all the finger pads and the palm, but in particular, press through the index finger and the thumb to stop the hands rolling onto the outside. Okay, now inhale, take the right arm forward with the palm facing inwards, take the left leg back, roll your thigh under you, so flex the toes so they point, the ankle so the toes point down, press up through the left palm, use your breath, and then change to the other side. So right leg goes back, roll the thigh under you, flex at the ankle, left arm forward. Feel the tension in the core, so pelvic floor squeezed, navel to spine, slide the shoulder blade down your back. Even though the arm is reaching away, change sides. So back through tabletop, right arm forward, left leg back. Keep the tension in the leg, so trying to keep the arm and the leg and the spine parallel. Parallel in one line anyway. And then exhale, change, last one, other side. Okay, coming back to tabletop, and then up onto your feet, come forward. We're going to ragdoll a little. So bend the knees, let your arms and head hang, and then hold onto your elbows. Start to straighten through the legs a little. So knees are soft, don't need straight legs. Relax your head, nod, yes, shake, no. Releasing through the cervical vertebrae. And then starting to lift up through the thighs, release the arms down, uncurl to standing. Now Raffles is very relaxed there. So we're going to, I always like to do sun salutes in the morning. They're really helpful for warming us up and working through all the major joints and muscles. So Surya Namaskar is sun salute, and this is A, the first version. Standing in mountain, Tadasana, which is your feet are hip distance apart, but they're parallel. Then that means if you look down, you should have your heels and your big toes in line. Lift the toes, spread them, place them down again, then feel as you press down through all four corners of the feet. Lift up so you feel your kneecaps lift, your quads engage, lift the pelvic floor, squeeze your navel towards your spine, but as the chest lifts, you want to draw those ribs towards each other, so don't let the shoulder blades, let the chest pump out. Slide the shoulder blades down your back, fingertips towards the earth, and the gaze is forward. Then we're going to inhale, take your arms wide, roll the palms to face up. Urdhva Hastasana, this is a hands up position. Bring your palms together, draw your shoulder blades down your back, look up. And then we're going to float forward. So taking the arms out, roll the palms to face down. So trying to keep the legs straight, you're going to tip the tailbone up to swan dive. So squeeze your core. You might need to soften the legs a little. Bring your fingertips down to the mat. If you can, you'll straighten up through the thighs, but trying to keep the chest towards the thighs. Relax your head. Then inhale, come to halfway lift, palms in. So if those of you who know your sun salutes, you can just start to flow. Just keep going, and we'll eventually meet. Shin, so press your palms into your shins, extend your spine. So tipping the tailbone up, flat back, look forward, then exhale. Bend your knees, bring your palms down onto the mat. Step back. Have the hands well, meaning index finger forward, upper finger spread, roll forward into plank. Pause a moment. Squeeze the shins and the thighs, so legs are parallel, but feel that energy of the legs squeezing to the midline. And then you're going to drop your knees, roll the elbow forward, so that lets you bend your elbows by your rib cage, lower to the mat. Cobra legs, so tops of the feet press down, kneecaps lift, curling forward, pubic bone presses down, draw the shoulder blades down, elbows towards your waist, gazes forward. That's cobra. Then exhale, tuck your toes, come onto your knees, lift in down dog. So down dog, you can keep your knees bent, up on your toes. It's about the spine we want to feel here. So press through the palms, relax your head. Feel that length up through the arms, tailbone lifts. Then you can start to take your thigh bones back, heels towards the mat. Then coming back up onto your toes, look forward, bend your knees deeply, then walk forward. And we go back up the other way. So coming to halfway lift, palms into the shins, lift the hips. Look forward, squeeze your core. As you squeeze your core, fold forward. And then inhale, you can have a little soft bend in the knees. Bring the arms wide, palms up. Urdhva Hastasana, hands together, look up, then exhale, hands to heart center. All meet together in mountain. I'm doing the time. Yeah, nearly there. Okay, so a bit slow on the first. So we'll do a quick little flow. So standing at the front of the mat, you're going to take the left foot back. Left foot parallel to the back of the mat, nice and wide, coming into warrior two. Right toes pointing forward, bend. So you want the right knee directly above the right ankle. Feel that lovely stretch. So now the thighs are both rolling away from each other. Take the arms wide. Shoulders should be stacked above hips. Sink. So the full pose is to try and get the front thigh parallel with the mat, so it's really wide. So it doesn't matter if you're at a different version of that at the moment. Look over the front. Squeezing the back thigh. Then inhale. Oh my goodness. I think that's my husband putting the Sonos on in the wrong room. So sorry about that. Coming to triangle. So straighten the front leg, arms go wide. So lifting up through the thighs, take the left hip back, Jeepers. Reaching as far as you can, reach, reach, reach. So really pulling up through the right thigh. And then tip the top hand down, press against the back of the hand against the shin, look up at the top hand. So like a triangle. And then inhale, coming up. Turn the feet parallel. Keep the arms wide. Turn into warrior two. On the other side, bend through the left knee, right foot parallel now with the front of the mat. Maybe you have to look over to look at me, but shoulders stacked above hips, looking over the front hand, straighten the front leg into triangle, reaching, so trying to keep pulling up through the left thigh, side body long, so from the hip to the armpit on the left side, reach, reach as far as you can, and then tip sideways as if you're leaning back against a wall. Left hand against the left shin, reach through the top hand, looking up. Then inhale, coming up, heel toe, feet together. Just come to sit for a moment. Close your eyes, hands resting in your lap or on your thighs. Inhaling deeply, exhaling completely. Bring your palms together at your heart center, lowering your head and opening your eyes. Then say Namaste, which means the light in me sees the light in you, or good day. There we go. Thank you, everyone. Sorry about the U2 moment. But have a lovely day and see you on Wednesday. Any questions, stay on or just message me.
Thanks, Emma.
Thanks, Emma.
Thanks, Emma.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Emma, bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye all. No, wait. Oh, take care, everyone.